Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. I'm out there riding that pine right now. You know what it is. I'm out here with my dog Bucky. Straight up. And I'm about to be the best teammate. I'm going to walk that shit. Yeah. I already told Travis.
I think it'll only continue to evolve and go more. I thought he played hard on offense. I thought he played fast. He had some good catches, ran the right route. So I can only see it going and expanding from here.
I got to be honest with you. Trevor Lawrence is bad. Okay, I want to point out that this is going to be a video talking about Jimmy Horn Jr. being inactive, Travis Hunter's debut, and going over some of the 4 o'clock games. But I would be remiss, I would be wrong, I would be messed up. I uploaded a video today earlier absolutely making fun of the Browns losing. Well, I need to take this time to make fun of my Houston Texans for just absolutely leaving everything on the field. And when I mean everything on the field, as many good plays on the field, you left. The last second fumble, you left on the field. The defense, hey, I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry that our offensive line is already down 15 players, and then we lost our starting center. CJ, you need to pray harder. I don't know what else to tell you. It's going to be a long season. But this isn't about my awful team who's probably going to equal the Browns in win totals. This is about 2 former Buffaloes. First off, and then obviously we're going to go over some of the 4 o'clock games. Cam Ward did have his debut as well. And although a lot of people thought he was going to struggle a lot, yeah, he looked like a regular rookie. I mean, he didn't really look that bad. So starting here with Travis Hunter. Now, actually, we need to start with Jimmy Horn because Jimmy Horn Jr. was, in fact, inactive. Now, we talked about Shedeur being inactive for the Cleveland Browns. Now, he is the emergency quarterback. Now, we talked about that in the other video about what that means, emergency quarterback, that status, yada, yada, yada. So Jimmy Horn is just inactive. So I'm not sure if there was a particular reason. I'm not sure if it has something to do with that hamstring injury that's been lingering. But if you saw the score of this game, like the Jags, Trevor Lawrence is bad. I gotta be honest with you, Trevor Lawrence is bad. The Jags aren't that amazing. But I think the Panthers might even be worse. And I was not expecting that. I thought the Panthers were going to be good. Bryce Young, it just didn't look like he had a lot going. Didn't like the receivers were helping him a lot. I think Xavier Legette had like 2 receptions for -1 yard or some crazy thing like that. So before we get into that, because we're going to spend a lot more time talking about Travis Hunter and what he did, let's hear a few messages. Actually, forget the message. Look at what Jimmy Horn is doing while inactive. Yeah, man, an inactive player, 3rd string player, but what's he doing? He's signing autographs, man. He's signing autographs. Now, popularity doesn't really mean anything for football. I get it. I got you. Good. But I do think we need to point out the fact that these Colorado players are already household names, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this is something simple, something easy. Again, he's a part of the 53-man roster, so I don't think there's going to be anything major. Hopefully it's just a little bit of injury and go there. And then he had a bit of a message because he was, Bucky was there filming for Travis Hunter. So let's hear it.
Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. I'm out there riding that pine right now. You know what it is. I'm out here with my dog Bucky. Straight up. And I'm about to be the best teammate. I'm going to walk that shit. Yeah. I already told Travis.
Hey, man. And he said that I already told Travis we whooping him. Now, that didn't happen. The score, y'all got whooped. But I do think it's super funny that, like, I don't know, a lot of these Colorado players they're being asked to do difficult things. Even Travis Hunter, who's, number 3 overall pick, he's being asked to play both sides of the ball, which he did today, which we're about to talk about. Obviously, Shedeur, with all of the media attention, whether you think it's positive or not, everybody wants to focus on the Browns. Oh my God, the Browns! How does it affect the Browns? How does that affect Shedeur? It's so interesting that when Arch Manning gets overhyped, everybody wants to come to their aid and say, "Oh my God, there's too much hype." But when Shedeur does it, or when people quote unquote have high expectations for Shedeur, and he might make a mistake, it's all Shedeur's fault, right? I think all of these young men from Colorado, all players who play in the NFL, are going to be faced with some hard things to do. Now, Travis Hunter has to do something that no other NFL player has been able to do successfully for concurrent years, right? And it seems like they are rightfully taking the steps to make sure Travis Hunter. Now, I can't go anywhere without talking about Travis Hunter's haircut. All right, look, people, I don't know what's up. Oh, this thing I want to play. I gotta be honest with you. There might not be, if it wasn't for Shedeur Sanders and like that, Travis Hunter is the most disrespected player from the Deion Sanders regime. And it has nothing to do with football. It's y'all make fun of his girlfriend. Y'all make fun of his hair. Y'all make fun of everything. What's it called? And it just, it's tough to see. It's tough to see somebody, especially like Travis Hunter, who's been nothing but positive, who's been nothing but nice, who shows up and plays the game the right way, a great teammate, great person in every other aspect of the world, but everybody wants to call him ugly. Some people say he looked like Cuffham. Now, is it okay to be ugly? Yes. Is Travis Hunter ugly? You're going to have to ask his $1 million in his bank account if he's ugly. I don't know. But it is possible that he's ugly. That, like, I do want to point that out. I can point out the fact that we wrongfully give too much attention in negative ways to Travis Hunter when we could be focused easily, just focus on football. There's enough good football out there. And speaking of this right here, look at that. Look at that. You talk about taking over, huh? You talking about introducing yourself to the goddamn environment. Hey, man, this is real. I don't know how many tank top manufactured jerseys you've seen in your life, but that is the birth of a star. 6 for 8 on targets. He did lead the team in targets. Led the team in receptions. He only had 33 yards, though. What's it called? Actually, Diami Brown, more receiving yards than Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas combined. Brian Thomas did have a touchdown, but he had a rough day. At least people were making fun of him, X, Y, Z. And I think the biggest thing here is, you talk about, okay, so he led in targets and receptions, my fault. You talk about, all right, well, what does this mean for Shedeur Sanders, the two-way player, right? 8 targets, 33 yards. And I think the important part, and if Trevor Lawrence wasn't just terrible and didn't, throw that pick instead of, or almost pick instead of hitting Travis Hunter on like that big 30-yard pass, maybe we'd be having a different story. But 3 coverage snaps, 1 target, 1 reception allowed for 12 yards, 116.7 passer rating allowed. Again, it's on 1 target. So, on that 12 yards, I guess 116 passer rating, 33 receiving yards, obviously, like we said. What I want to point out here before we listen to a few things, because this isn't actually post-game. I was trying to get some post-game stuff. They didn't have it. You know what? Let's not even do this because we have more games to go over. What we will go over is Liam Cohen speaking about it, okay? But what I want to talk about is there's been a big conversation, or there was a big conversation about how is Travis Hunter going to be utilized, right? How will, the transition from college to the NFL look like? How confident are these NFL teams, organizations willing to allow him to play both sides? What are they going to do to maybe protect him? And I have to say, as a Travis Hunter fan, because I know y'all know this is a Shedeur, Jimmy Hunter, Jimmy Horn, Travis Hunter, BJ Green, Xavier Weaver, like we real deal. This is a stand page. We stand Jimmy Horn around here. We stand Travis Hunter around here. All right. So to see him being seemingly not just given the confidence is something that I talked about a lot. Hey, there's a lot of confidence in that room that Travis Hunter can do what he wants to do. But then on top of that, right? Not just confidence, but what are you going to do to ensure that this player can be healthy when doing this, right? It's one thing to just go out there and let him play both sides of the ball. And, hey, we trust you. It's another thing to do it in the right way because in a 17-game season that you might need him on both sides of the ball. So let's hear what Liam Cohen had to say about explaining and expanding on Travis Hunter's role on both sides of the ball.
What did you think of Travis Hunter's performance today? And is that kind of the way you guys want to use him going forward, mostly offense?
No, I think that was game 1. I think that was week 1 where you missed 10 days or so, and there was some, a lot of different kind of coverage changes in the back end for us with some of their formations, adjustments. It was a lot that those guys had to handle defensively. And so it was maybe, a little bit less for him this game. I think it'll only continue to evolve and go more. I thought he played hard on offense. I thought he played fast. He had some good catches, ran the right route. So I can only see it going and expanding from here.
So love to hear that. And that's kind of – and I'm happy that we watched this because, I couldn't find – him talking about it post game. I saw some quotes and he said, he was happy about it. A lot to improve. General stuff that Travis Hunter says. Again, he's the athlete's athlete, right? And he's going to be someone that wants to improve. But like he said, it's just game 1. Not only is it game 1, but he was dealing with an upper body injury. I believe was that oblique. I don't want to confirm anything, but he was dealing with an upper body injury at the end of preseason, right? So he was out of preseason games. I guess he said he missed 10 games. I didn't know it was wow. 10 days. He missed 10 days of practice, which I didn't even know it was that significant for like practice misses, right? And he said there's a lot of things added that, Travis Hunter just wouldn't have been privy to be better support, the defense as a whole. So I think it's interesting to hear that perspective, but also understand that, hey, they're protecting him, but it's a ramp up, right? Like the reason why he only got 8 targets is probably because, and I do want to point out that 8 targets, dog. And I have to assume that on the bare minimum, at least half of those targets were schemed up. And remember, we were talking that conversation, hey, how are you going to use him? How are you going to use him? When he comes in the game, it needs to be we're either targeting him or he's a part like on this offense that's going to draw attention. Now, right now, he's a rookie. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't proven anything yet, specifically, that he's going to be a beast on offense. Right now, he's a great volume guy that's going to give you a few yards, get you a first down. But to the ultimate form of Travis Hunter is let him go crazy on offense. So then you get later down in the season, he demands so much attention that, oh yeah, the 6'4" Brian Thomas Jr. is over here. Oh yeah, DMB is here. Oh yeah, XYZ. And then that way you don't even have to give him as many targets. He can still be as effective. And then you're effective on the defensive side. But that's just what I think about it, right? So that's that. That was a good performance. Again, a good opening performance from the rookies. Now, another rookie we need to talk about is Mr. Cam Ward. Now, we love Cam Ward around here, right? As a Texans fan, I like to make fun of, what do you call them? The fake Oiler fans, the Titans fans, because I believe Houston deserves those colors. But I do think the Titans deserve a good football player. And I think he got it in Cam Ward. Let's go ahead and look at the full box score here. Now, what I saw from this game, and again, I was watching on Red Zone because I'm doing a Red Zone video. I got an idea. I wanted to see how commercially those commercials were. Y'all was wilding a little bit. It was a little bit of wilding in there. But anyway, Cam Ward, 12 for 28, 112 yards, 4-yard average, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He was sacked 6 times for 50 yards, right? And really what I want to say, and Bo Nix, by the way, 25 for 40, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Y'all, I think y'all might have overhyped Bo Nix. I don't know what to tell you. Like this was a winnable game for the Tennessee Titans if they weren't a team that just picked first overall, right? I talked about this in my not really prediction, but there was people talking about, hey, Cam Ward's going to struggle so much against the Broncos. Now he did struggle, but I think he just looked like a rookie starting his first game. I gotta be honest with you. There were still good signs. There were still that Cam Ward that you saw. There was still a calmness. There were still now. I felt like there was some we in the NFL moments. Like I feel like I saw that on his face a few times on a few of those hits, on a few of those, on a few of those bad sacks, right? So I think that's interesting. So the Tennessee Titans will lose to the Denver Broncos. Again, nothing to be ashamed of. At the very least, there you go, it flipped over. At the very least, you lose to one of the better defenses in the league as a rookie and somebody who doesn't have a lot of support. I mean, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard led in receiving yards. Okay. With 1 reception. Calvin really had 4 receptions. He had some bad drops. Like this is, again, I think Cam Ward's going to be fine. I don't know if the Titans are going to be fine though, especially after a 2 interception performance from Bo Nix. I don't know how you flounder that one. Ari went over Bengals Browns, talked about my disgraceful Texans. We literally murdered Puka Nacua. He had blood dripping down his face. He just came back in the game and iced it. Just it's okay. Those Polynesians, man, Lord have mercy. He's Polynesian, right? I hope so. I hope I didn't mess that up. Oh, this game's going to be fire. Ravens-Bills. Give me your prediction on Ravens-Bills. I got the Ravens, even though Josh Allen is my fantasy quarterback. Don't tell nobody that. Anyway, that's going to be a really great game. Talk about Tennessee, what's it called, and the Broncos. We already talked about Buccaneers-Falcons. Talked about the disgrace that was the Dolphins versus Colts. Raiders-Patriots, I didn't talk about it. No, I did. First touchdown. Talked about them. Talked about the great game. Talked about them. Oh, yeah, 49ers-Seahawks. 49ers escape with a victory. That was a grimy win. Again, 10 points in the fourth quarter. You have Nick Bosa come ice the game. And then the Lions are a different team, or are the Packers just that nice? Like, I don't know. I feel like I didn't see – Jordan Love didn't impress me. That Packers defense – and I want to say this because I don't want to and first let me check something. You're gonna see when I check. I want to check the box score. Micah Parsons, he literally only had the 1 tackle that was the sack. Okay, So what I want to point out is the Green Bay defense is scary with Micah Parsons off the field. You know, there's times, you know, they're clear. I mean, he's a new player. He was, you know, I think he was limited in practice XYZ. He just got here like a few weeks ago, so he's still learning some parts. He can't be out there every single play, and that's not even how edge rushers work. I want you ready for passing downs, right? But when he was off the field, I felt the Packers were smothering. And then he got on the field, and it felt like all the focus shifted to him. And then what ended up happening is someone else made a sack. Like every single time I would watch. Okay, I want to focus on Micah. I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of edge players. And the thing that he was a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I'm a Texans fan, so I gotta hate the Cowboys. So it was like, this sucks. Now that he's on the Packers, I'm a big Micah Parsons fan. And I love the way he plays the game. He's a freak bull, though. Don't look into any of his background. Anyway, very, very scary. This defense is even scarier. Micah Parsons is. And this was a very, very fun first Sunday of NFL football, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. I got more videos. I'm going to have my college football videos on Monday. Now, I want to, you know, we're here at the end. We talked about a few things. Y'all like Shador videos. I know that. Some of y'all like college football videos. I know that. I am working on making a second channel. What I need to know is if it's worth doing things like this, you know, different football stuff. Y'all watch that Billy Napier video, right? The college football video. Is it enough? Y'all want me to do everything with Shador Sanders content in there? Or would y'all prefer me to take all the regular football stuff and push it over here to another channel? I'm asking you, my glorious audience, if it's only 100 of y'all, we'll rock with it. Hey, we'll rock with it, and we'll keep this thing strictly Shador, strictly Colorado, strictly, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I want to make sure y'all are enjoying the new types of content we're expanding upon. So let me know how you feel about it. Like the video if you do like it. Subscribe if you enjoy it. Comment down below how you feel about it, how you feel about tonight. Ravens versus Bills. Hopefully this game's up before that game or this video's up before that game starts. All right, I get it. It's time for me to go. All right, it's time for me to go. I've overstayed my welcome. You be great. You be phenomenal. We'll see you next time. Peace.